Ice K, his real name is Isa Rajab, born on 19th of August 1990. Um, he was born in the family of seven children, and who happens to be the only the only boy. The rest of them are women. So yeah, that's Ice K for you. I started doing music. I started composing in 2005, but I started doing music, recording music in 2007 with DJ Lang. I think, yeah, I was doing music with DJ Lang back in 2007. That's when, because before that, what I was doing was I was composing, which to me it was more like poems and stuff. So I had a friend whom I did, I think, standard six with. So the guy was more into music while I was more into poems. And then he's the one who introduced me to music and stuff, you know. So from there, I went to the studio. I couldn't even I couldn't even follow the beat back then. I was going off beat or each and every time that I go to the studio. DJ Lang was like, bro, this ain't your thing. This is not your thing. You must try something else. And for a minute, I thought like, nah, I should stop this. But this friend of mine, his name is Clement. Okay, we know he prefers to be known as Bird Sparrow. That's his name. Bird Sparrow, or maybe just say Automatic Soldier. You know, for those who love him, they call him Automatic Soldier. So he's the guy who got me hooked into music, like as far as I got as I am right now. So I started recording music in 2007. Bird Sparrow inspired me to record, but the person who hooked me up into music itself, there are two people actually. I have my uncle who used back then, he used to work with people like Lucius Banda. He's a guy who deals with a lot of instruments. Yeah, he deals with pianos and drums and stuff. Yeah, he's a music guy. He cannot sing though. He cannot sing, but he's an instrument guy. So he is the one who inspired me. And then when it comes to composing, how to go with this and that, I had this guy, Wilson Kundembo. This guy was from Blantyre. I used to stay with him in the Lilongwe back then. I think that was in 2008. At the time, I was staying with him. And then he was the one who used to write music in front of me, and then he was showing me tricks and stuff, how you compose, and then you put the rhymings and everything. So these two guys, I can say that these are the guys who were like, okay, fine, who inspired, and they did put in the foundation itself in music, to be honest. So far, I've worked with a lot of people, even though most of them are not known. Maybe to you, like to the people like who are out there, maybe they might not be as famous as you think that somebody should be famous. But I've worked with a lot of people. I've worked with Abu Manache. I've worked with Abu Ogi Komoro. Miesta is the guy from South Africa, in a small town of Balfour. I've worked with so many people, even though some of the songs were not like, they did not land as we anticipated them to be, but I did work with them. So I got a list. At least it's a long list, but I feel like it doesn't make sense if I mention people that you don't know. You'll be like, nah, you're just mentioning people who are in the same level as you are. But yeah, I've worked with a lot of people, yes. I've worked in so many singers, working on my own and working with some other people. Back in 2016, I worked with Boy Didi on an EP, which it did not land, or maybe I might say we did not release it officially. due to some other problems that we encountered together, him and I. And after that, I worked with Mr. and Ogi Komodo. We did an EP together, of which in between I was doing my own thing also, because I released a single in 2020, I think, in 2020 called Call Me. I did some numbers, yeah. It did some numbers because I had like 20,000 downloads in less than 14 days with that song. So I've worked in so many songs, and I've never released an EP or an album since I started. I've been doing singles, I've been doing EPs, but that have never been released officially. But I've been doing some work, yes, I can say that. My surroundings, the things that I've seen, the things that I've done, the things that people that are in my circle have done or have seen, or maybe the story that they came to me and tell me, yo, bro, I was going through this thing, maybe I saw this thing, or maybe this happened to me, or this and that. So all those kind of things, that I compiled them together, and then they come and be like, okay, fine, you know what? This and this, if I put this thing together, can make this thing. Because I kind of feel like I want to make my songs to be relatable, because I don't make the songs for me. According to my understanding, I feel like I don't make the songs for me, because some of the stories that I tell in my songs, they never happened to me. But I know for sure that there is somebody out there who's going through that thing that I'm talking about. And then that is when you can find someone saying, yo, man, this is my jam. It doesn't really mean that he's the one who composed the song, or he's the one who did the song, or whatsoever. But to him, it feels like the person who wrote the song was feeling, or maybe went through the same thing that he went through. So sometimes I write those songs in the way which maybe this person can relate, or maybe somebody else out there can relate. So I go with my surroundings, the things that I see, the things that I see on TV, the things that I see in my circle with the people that I know or people that I love. So those are the things that I go to, and then I write about them. That's personal. I don't wanna put that thing, because I chose this life. I chose the life of being in front of cameras. I chose the life of being on the spotlight. But I don't want to put somebody who don't want to be on the spotlight where I am. So I am married, yes, I have kids, but I'm telling you this because I don't want you to follow with the question that comes and says, okay, who are you married to? I don't want that. So I'm just gonna say this. I have a partner, I have kids. I'm a man who has a family and everything. But I'm never gonna disclose them to you, or maybe to the audience, or the way I disclose myself to you. I don't know if you understand, I don't know if you get that. I am trying to be bougie and stuff, but I'm just saying that that's my private life, and I want to keep it like that. Right now, I'm working on my EP. It's titled The First Announcement. The reason why it's titled The First Announcement is simply because since I started doing music from 2007 up until now, I've never released an EP or an album of my own. Some people know me as somebody else. Some people know me as, okay, I know this guy does this guy does this. But some of these people do not know the part of me that does music and stuff. So to me, this felt like it's a time for me to announce to the public, or to announce to the people who are in my surroundings, to know that, okay, this guy does this and also does this. That is why this EP that I'm about to release is titled The First Announcement. Just to announce to the people and everybody else that this is what I do and this is what I'm good at. Wow, the first announcement is coming, chief. This one is, I don't know if you guys are ready for this one, but that one definitely is coming. And I ain't gonna be able to tell you when, because there are so many people, and logistics and this and that. That people are supposed to work on their things, and then they come to me and tell me, okay, this is how we're gonna do, how we're gonna do. But for sure, that one is coming. First announcement, it's an EP that has me and so many other good artists that maybe you've heard of, you never heard of them before, but that one for sure is coming. Yeah, man. It's not as easy as it looks. It is not as easy as it sounds, and do not expect it to be. If you feel or if you think that, okay, oh, maybe let me talk to maybe to a 13-year-old, a 12-year-old who's out there, who's more in love with music and the spotlight and everything. It's not as easy as it looks. There are so many things that can go wrong in this spotlight and stuff. But tell you this, if you want to do it, just put your mind to it, regardless of your age, where you are, because your geographical setting doesn't give you limits on things that you do. Okay, so just put your mind to it and do more than what they expect you to do. That's all that I can say today. Next ISK out there. Thank you for having me. Dream Media. Salute.